If you want to live steps away from fine Italian cuisine, which includes top-of-the-line restaurants, fabulous pizza joints, and more cannoli than you can eat in a lifetime, you may want to consider living in the North End. If you live in the North End, you'll be walking distance to any activities downtown or at TD Garden, and if you work in the financial district, you'll have the option to walk to work every day. If you don't want to walk to the financial district, or anywhere for that matter, the North End is also a convenient location for commuting on the T. If you live on the southwest side of the neighborhood, you'll have easy access to both the Orange Line and the Green Line, and if you live on the northeast side of the neighborhood, it will be a slightly longer, but still relatively short walk. Plus, the scenery and scents along this walk are a pleasant addition. Langone Park on the river is awesome. It was just renovated, so you can take advantage of the new basketball courts that are there. Christopher Columbus Waterfront Park borders the North End. If you want, you can join the long line of people waiting to get their Instagram picture. There's also an urban dog park for your pets in the North End, so if you find a pet-friendly apartment, your best friend will have a place close by to play. The North End also has a surprisingly large number of boutique fitness studios, so if you want a fitness experience that's different than what a standard gym provides, you can choose between rowing, yoga, rock climbing, and boxing, among other activities. One item that you must understand if you're considering living in the North End: there is always lots of foot traffic, and there's even more foot traffic on the weekends. The Freedom Trail runs right through the narrow streets of the neighborhood, which creates tourists every day, and the dining options create tourists every night. If you have a car, you're gonna have to dodge these pedestrians as you look for a parking spot, and like many of the older neighborhoods in Boston, street parking, while free for residents, is a frustrating part of living in the area. Here's feedback from one resident on parking in the North End.
Do you own a car?
I do own a car. That is the downfall of living here. It is a huge downfall because we have, if you look at the signs, we have street cleaning. So you need to move your car every 2 weeks, and if you don't, you're ticketed and towed.
But even with the permit, it still takes you some time to find the parking spot. Is that correct?
It can take you an hour and a half driving around.
Are you serious?
It is horrible.
Another consideration: while you'll have no shortage of great dining options in the North End, there's usually competition to eat at these restaurants. Reservations are recommended for the best ones, which tend to be the type of places you want to get dressed up to go to, and there can be long lines at the rest of them. The point I'm trying to make is this: if you think you'll be able to just casually grab a slice of renowned pizza at dinner time on a Friday, understand that you'll probably have to wait in line just like all the tourists. Also, like other older neighborhoods, these units were built before laundry and dishwashing machines, so there's no guarantee you will have these amenities in your unit. Do your own research before moving here. You'll probably want to leave the North End for nightlife, but after dinner activities are within walking distance. Most of the bars in the North End are part of the restaurants, and I can only speak for myself here. Let me know if it's different for you. But I don't go to the North End for bars, I just go there for the restaurants, and I go to other parts of the city for bars. In terms of groceries, Star Market and Boston Public Market are close. If you're active duty or a veteran, I think there's a commissary on the Coast Guard base. If anyone can confirm, that'd be great, because that would be a game changer for living on the north side of the North End. The North End is a good spot for young professionals who want to be close to lots of downtown activities, but it's also not uncommon to find long-time residents in this neighborhood. If you like the idea of being in a good location where you potentially wouldn't need to have a car and you have dining options at your fingertips, you're going to need to budget about $2,700 for a one-bedroom and about $2,900 for a two-bedroom. And again, the common theme with these older neighborhoods: this price can vary based on the amenities such as a laundry and dishwasher that may or may not be in your unit. So this concludes my very quick recap of the North End. Please let me know in the comments if I missed any important features of the neighborhood, or if you have any questions. Like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you'd like to see similar videos.